Hey there, welcome to LSAT Demon Daily. I'm Josh Mansfield, the teacher with the demon, and with me is Nathan Fox, one of the founders of lsatdemon.com and the weekly podcast Thinking LSAT. Nate, our email today comes from Maddie with the subject of commuting to law school.
Dear LSAT Demon, although not strictly LSAT related, I have a question concerning selecting prospective law schools to apply to. Being based in and around Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, a specific criteria I've been using, along with the other relevant ones like GPA, LSAT, tuition, bar passage, etc., is commutable distances from my current house to potential schools. This leads to my question. Given how stereotypically brutal and time-consuming 1L is, how realistic is upwards to an hour commute to and from law school? Is this a criteria I should get rid of altogether? I love your podcasts, and I'm always grateful for every bit of advice you guys offer. Sincerely, Maddie. What do you think, Josh? You are actually a 1L. You're in your winter break right now between your first and second semester of 1L. Do you have a lot of commuters in your class? Do you commute?
I do commute. I commute half an hour. I didn't really want to live in the college town. I wanted to be a little bit outside of it to have a little bit more of a semblance of normalcy, I guess, in that city, which was kind of nice. You know, I've got a kid, and so it's just a little different. So I'm about 30 minutes south of my school, and I commute every day. I actually, and I will add, I have a classmate who commutes 2 hours one way every day.
Ouch.
So she does 4 hours of commute every day.
Ouch.
That is a level I don't know if I would have done, but let me tell you what we do, because we both sat down and we talked about this and how we use that commuting time. First off, we both listen to recorded lectures during our commute time. So our school records all professors' lectures, and almost all of our professors, very few exceptions, make them available to all students. And so you can just go on and we would just listen to it. We both have AI, like we have note-taking devices, and we record notes to ourselves. So as we're listening, we can record notes and say like, "Hey, this is something that you need to make sure to write down." Because I'm in the car, exactly.
You like pause the recording and then you talk into your little device. What device are you using?
It's called Plod, is the company that I use. So you just clip it on your shirt, and then you just hold your finger on it, and it turns it on.
Plod?
Plod, Plaud.
Plaud, not Claude.
Yeah.
Plod.
Not Claude, Plod. Yes. So that's the one I use. What I do actually is I have a device that I listen to. So I put an earbud in. I have a device I listen to my lecture on, and then I don't even pause it. I just tap Plod, press play, and make my notes real quick, and then stop.
Oh, I see. Because it's only playing in your ear.
Exactly. So it doesn't catch it. Yep.
Nice. All right.
Be careful. Don't upload your professor's lectures to AI. It's generally prohibited against all law school rules. But
sure, but your own voice,
my own voice. Anyways, I record some audio notes as I'm driving. My classmate got the same thing. We both use it. We both love it. The other thing, there's a whole bunch of other resources with video lectures. I remember there was one in particular on concurrent estates that I wanted a different explanation on. Found a third source, listened to it, make my audio notes, and then I transcribe them when I get home. Or I take them, copy them over into my outline when I get home. So use your commute effectively, which both me and my classmate do, and I find really helpful. The second thing is, it's actually, I think there's a big benefit, because I have a lot of classmates who I will be at the school, and because I'm half an hour away from home, I don't go home, right? I arrive at the law school at 7 o'clock in the morning when the library opens, and I don't leave until I'm done for the day. Yeah. And so I stay and I just get my stuff done. And so I pack I'm packing meals and I'm not just buzzing home real quick. It's amazing how much time people who live close lose by running home real quick, or just, stopping by and popping in, and they lose an hour or 2 hours that you just spend commuting. And so it forces you to be a little bit more efficient. And then I guess the last thing is just be an adult about your studying, schedule your time, keep a well-organized calendar. And I really don't think a 2 hour commute total for the day is unrealistic at all.
2 hours each way seems rough.
That's a little far. The one and back. I wouldn't do more than one there, one back. That's
2 hours each way. I mean, you'd end up with you're gonna have a 12-hour total day, and that's boy. I'm not sure how much is actually going in. Because you talk about trying to maximize the value of the commute. If it's a half hour each way or an hour each way, you've got enough that you can do during that time. But if it's 2 hours each way, like, do you really have that much outside study time that you need in addition to what you're doing at school? I don't know. This just feels like a lot.
It is a lot.
Good point about the benefits of living a little bit away from school. I'm reminded of when I was at school, UC Hastings, UC Law, San Francisco.
Mhm.
There were people who lived in the tower, they called it, which was just right down the street
Yep.
from campus. And yeah, those kids who lived there, they would go back and forth all the time. So
Yep.
they're just like back at home, like getting snacks out of the fridge or goofing off,
Sure.
doing how
Yeah.
home can distract you sometimes. But I also remember I had a friend who lived in the dorms, and I remember going over there to like play board games or video games or something. And I remember being there at like 11 o'clock on a Saturday night. And in the common area, there were like dozens of people studying at 11 p.m. on a Saturday night. And it's like, whoa, what? You guys are doing it wrong. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to do that. If you would have been more efficient with your daytime hours, you wouldn't need to be doing vampire version of 1L by going crazy studying. So if there's like on-campus housing options, I would think that those are probably bad, actually. And having a little separation is probably beneficial.
That's how I feel. And Maddie, to this question of like how brutal and time consuming, if you treat it like an adult, I mean, I have a 2-year-old and I'm going to law school as well. Like 1 hour one-way commute is not going to like make or break your ability to succeed at law school.
Not if you're efficient with your time. I mean,
No.
it's the kind of thing that like, if you can't do it in 8 hours a day, then you can't do it in 12 hours a day either.
Yeah.
So just do it in 8 hours a day. Just be a grown up. Treat it like it's a full-time job. Josh is there at 7 a.m. when the library opens so that he can be out of there at 3 or 4 in the afternoon and go spend time with his family.
It's funny, Nate. I was going after one of my classes. I was walking back to the library and they had like a panel or a guest speaker or something. And a buddy of mine comes up and he's like, "Oh, do you want me to save you a seat?" And then before I answered, he goes, "Just kidding. I know you're not coming." Because I don't go to those lunchtime speakers, panels. Like I go back to the library and I spend that hour working on my memo because that's 5 hours a week that I would be losing if I didn't use my lunch break to do that and just eat while I'm working.
Yeah,
and so
they do offer you a lot of
Oh,
opportunities to
every
waste
day.
your time.
Every
Yeah.
day they have, and there are some that are like, I mean, I'm sure they're very interesting, but I just, that's not what I'm there for. It's not what I have time for. So
Got to pick your focus and do it like an adult.
Yeah, there's a way to do it right. I have one other piece of advice for Maddie, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course.
There are 2 other amazing 1Ls who you can ask for some advice on this. Abby and Amina do our Crushing 1L podcast, which is phenomenal. It's so funny and great to listen to. They just wrapped up kind of their first season, which is their first summer or first semester as well as the 1Ls. You can email. I'll send your email over, Maddie, but you can check it out anywhere you listen to this podcast. You can listen to Crushing 1L and follow along with Abby and Amina as they do their first year of law school as well. And I bet they'd have some good feedback to offer as well.
Nice. Perfect. All right. Let's leave it there. Thank you, Maddie. Email daily at lsatdemon.com if you'd like to ask us a question or share some LSAT or law school admissions news. Thanks for listening.